The Brahma Kumaris are affiliated to the United Nations in two ways, one through the Department of Public Information and the other through the Economic and Social Council, DPI and ECOSOC. With the Department of Public Information, our responsibility is to share with our constituents, which would be the Brahma Kumaris and also all the people that we're in contact with, the issues of the United Nations, take those issues, bring them into our communities, hold events and conferences around that, and then obviously from a spiritual perspective, we're a spiritual organisation, and then we then take that back to the UN and share with them what it is that we've done. We have to do yearly reports which show the Department of Public Information what we've done. The other way is through the Economic and Social Council. Now this is a consultative status. This is slightly different because here the United Nations are interested in the spiritual expertise of the Brahma Kumaris. They want to know what it is we think about a certain issue. We do this in different ways. We do it by belonging to committees, working with other organizations. We do it through writing written statements, which is giving our position in more depth to the various departments of the UN, and also we can make oral statements. Part of that relationship also, of course, is that we have to do quadrennial reports. So we have to report back to the UN what it is that we've been doing internationally over those 4 years. One thing is to have the status, but the other is that you have to show the work that you're doing so that you can keep that status. Some of the activities that we participate in is, for example, we take part in committees. The Brahma Kumaris are co-chairs of something called the Values Caucus at the UN, so we look at values, we hold meetings and such like, inviting both governments and also the Secretariat to come to our meetings to explain to our constituents and also give feedback to them. We actually have something that's very popular, which is breakfasts. We call them coffees, where we invite the ambassadors to come on an informal level, so we don't record anything or write anything, any reports on it, but it gives the ambassadors from different countries a chance to come and explain or give a little bit of the history of the values of their countries, and it gives an opportunity for the NGOs themselves to have that close interaction which they may not have. And of course the UN has many days, such as the International Day of Women, Environment Day, tolerance, non-violence. This is actually something that the Department of Public Information give out, and we as the Brahma Kumaris work all over the world on these things, so we will do it from a spiritual perspective. We also, of course, work on the environment with UNFCCC, which is the Climate Change Convention, and we've been participating in that since 2007 up until today. We've just been at a COP here in Paris. We also work very much on women's issues, of course, because we're a women-led organisation. We do have men, of course, part of our organisation, but it's the women who are the administrators and the spiritual guides of this organisation. And so, of course, equality and women's empowerment is very important to us. Of course, we have an office in Geneva where we address human rights, and our colleague Valerian basically follows that, and she comes at it in different ways: human rights through women, also through the environment and climate change. I think it was in the 80s, the early 80s, that the head of our organisation then, her name was Dadi Prakashmani, came to New York and was walking on the pavement opposite the UN and saw all the flags flying in the wind and understood this to be an international house, a house where peace is being talked about, and the aim and the very aim and the objective of that organisation is to bring countries together united for peace. And so Dadi was saying that the Brahma Kumaris need to be there because they have a lot to offer.